So what I thought I was going to do with this, and the peanut butter was just an additive because it was in the cupboard. So I thought inside the wonton, I can make a s'more. So I'm going to use marshmallow cream. Okay, this is the Safeway Select Hazelnut Chocolate Spread. I forgot the graham crackers, but I happen to have cooked chocolate chip cookies in my office, so I thought, right, I could crumble those up instead of, graham crackers. And then I saw peanut butter. Now, peanut butter and kind of like a nutter fluffer nutter. First, I'm going to put some oil. I'm going to put some oil in the pan here. Use the wonton wrappers. So, I'm going to take and put some chocolate. I probably should put the marshmallow first, huh? Because it's sticky. So I think we should crumble some cookies. Crumbled cookies in here. Oh yeah. How am I going to make them stick together? Okay, so with the wonton wrapper, you can just use some water. And we'll just go around it like this. Kind of makes the flour and the gluten in it kind of come up, and it'll be make like a paste. So I think I'm going to, I probably did overfill these because it's going to be really hard to make my burritos. See, because they can be like football food. Football, little finger foods. See, and they just kind of glue themselves. This one, he's going to be a problem. I think I've overloaded. Didn't I say I would overload? I surely did. But nobody likes to get something that doesn't have anything in it, right? We want stuff in it. Ooh, we're going to roll these up like a burrito. Here goes. We're going to put one in. Oh, it's sizzling up.
Okay, here we go.
Ready to go in.
I've seen Paul do this many times.
Careful, it might be hot.
Smells good.
That's much low.
Is it?
Oh, that was an aggressive.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you think? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Roland, what do you think?
Pretty good.
Good? Thumbs up. All right. What do you think?
Good.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. Woo, down the slope till tomorrow and Friday and then the weekend. Good stuff. Thursday. This one is, I think I might have done it. It's, you don't think about it now. Although yesterday we just did some pictures in the office, and it's kind of like what today's National Day is. It's National School Picture Day. Oh, do you remember when you were younger, your mom would send you all nice and they'd tell you don't wrinkle your clothes and don't get dirty, and you always got a haircut right before too, because mom for some reason thought getting a fresh haircut made you look better. It always made you look like a doofus, I think. I mean, really, who wants to have your picture taken after a fresh haircut? Usually nobody. You want to give it a week or two so it grows back out to about where you like it. So it wasn't always the greatest, I don't know. I know a lot of us out there wanted to wear our favorite clothes, Clayton. And then you did, and then you got in trouble once your mom saw the pictures. Or they'd say, oh, you're doing retakes. Why'd you smile like that? Or why didn't you smile? We can't hang that in the house. Yeah, I had some not so great pictures. My grandmother cut my hair in kindergarten. I did look like a doofus. I had hair way down to my waist. She cut it off really short like this. I hated it. Grew it back. But man, I know there's some pictures out there we would rather just bury, but you kind of look forward to it because it was the new year and that's what you did. You always took school pictures and, they were for, that big class picture you used to get, or it went in a yearbook, stuff like that. So on this day, remember all of those terrible pictures. See, us that are older, there was no Photoshop, so you got the picture as it was. You couldn't touch it up or anything. Now they all can be touched up and make you look beautiful. But I think some of us still have some of those pictures out there that we really rather not share. Or maybe we would like to share. So, everybody have a great day, and remember all of those great school pictures you took.
All right, everybody, I'm back and bad again for Thursday, September 14th. Here we go, and we'll start out with some cool headlines because we always do love the headlines. We always got interesting stuff. Universal Classic Monster Movies get limited edition 4K box set. Includes Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, and more. I'm sure that the Mummy and the Creature from the Black Lagoon will be in there as well. These are actually pretty good movies. If you haven't seen them, you should go watch them. Yes, they're black and white, and the acting's a little bit different than we're used to, but they're kind of cool. They're fun to watch. They're not that long, so you can get through them pretty quick, but interesting. You can probably even find them on streaming services, so check them out. Universal Classic Monster Movies. Plus, it's also Halloween. It's a great way to start getting yourself in the mode for Halloween, which is just around the corner now. Moving right along. Coast Guard arrests a man trying to run a giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean. Of all the things you could spend your money and time on, this was it? A giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean? There's no other worldly endeavor that you thought was necessary to spend time and money. I mean, that's a machine. I mean, there's welding going on there. There's those buoys, those orange and white things. Those are buoys. Those things are expensive. This thing cost a lot of money to make and took him a long time to make. And this was what. I mean, there's if you're this smart, if you're this creative, this capable, this is what you do with your energy and your ability, is a hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean? I mean, come on, dude. There's plenty of people like our industry that could use some of that energy. Thanks, buddy, for wasting it on a hamster wheel. Moving along. No Batman is an island. 7 of Batman's best and weirdest team-ups. Is that Elmer Fudd? That is like a real-life comic book version of Elmer Fudd with Batman. Look at the hat. That's Elmer Fudd. And look, is that Wile E. Coyote? I think that in some alternate weird Batman world, Elmer Fudd teamed up with Batman to try and really get Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck this time. Weird. Really weird, but that is like a creepy Elmer Fudd. Whoa, wouldn't want to meet that dude. So we're talking about the Drexport Professionals Recognition Week. But first, we had our photo shoot yesterday. Nice job, everybody. Hope everyone had fun and enjoyed that. got some cool things that we'll do with those. They help with employment. They help with our website. They help with just making you feel good, because when you look good, you feel good, right? Right. All right, so it's Direct Support Professionals Week, and we're talking about the challenges with getting people into the industry, and you want to know, what can I do about it? So it's an issue. What can I do? I mean, I just here. I come to this program, I hang out, and I learn some things. I'm trying to get a job. What can I do? I'm just me. I'm just a dude. I'm just a lady. I'm just a person, in this world. What can I do about it? Well, fundamentally, it comes down to two basic things. Number one is where you can have the most impact. Number two will be, well, it's a little bit tougher, but we can get there. Number one is we need to educate people about what we do and why it's so important and the effectiveness of it. So you have parents, you have friends, you have housemates, you have people that run your houses. You know people, you have friends, family, relatives, blah, blah, blah. People that you meet in the grocery store, people that you meet at the restaurant, people that you meet on the bus. All these people probably don't know diddly squat about what we do and how we do it and why we do it and the results of it. So one of the most basic but very powerful positive things you individually can do is talk about it. Talk about how cool it is that these people show up and help out and do these things, and the things you get to do to interact, the things you get to do to grow and learn, the opportunities that are presented to you. That doesn't happen all the time. So do that. Talk about it. If it comes up, hey, what did you do today? I went to my program. It's really cool. Let me tell you all about it. Don't stop with it was really cool. Tell them all about it. It's really cool. So we got to educate other people about the unique aspects of this career, this industry. It's not like anything else. It's very rewarding, very fun, and can be just downright one of the most important things you do in your life. You can go to work for Target and you can work your way up the ranks, manage a store, and that's good, and you help a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe it wasn't as fulfilling as you would have liked it to have been. Maybe you really wanted to touch people's lives. You got some skills, bring them on over, right? So communicate, talk about it. That's what you want to do. Go out and talk about how cool it is to work for companies like this, to be a part of this community, all right? That's number one. Number two is we do need to increase the funding to help programs like ours, to help pay the individuals more. But this is a very complicated issue. Starts with the federal government. Yes, it always does. And there's some basic things. Now, I could spend weeks and weeks talking about how to break down and how to solve and how to fix and how to do things. And I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying that won't happen down the road, but I do know this. There are a lot of federal employees and state government employees that get paid a whole lot of money to not do very much. And I think that money could be used better for people that do a whole lot and have a whole lot of responsibilities. There's some inequities that happen just because of where you work and what your title is. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're deserving of so much in federal and state tax dollars, in my humble opinion. However, I do not need to digress into that world. If you're interested in learning more about the ways that companies and the governments can work together really to solve the financial piece of it, I'm happy to do so, but I don't want to bore anybody with it, so we're not going to do it right now. There is solutions that can be done. They just need to do it. All right? So, to close it off, Fourth Thursday, let's give them another round of applause for our staff. Yay, staff. Yay, staff. We love you very much, staff. Yay. All right. Calm down. Very good. We do love our staff, and we do love everything that they do for us, including Mr. Weiss going, let's see, what's today? Thursday. Back in the bearded past with Mr. Weiss.
Hi. Welcome, everybody. It's Thursday. I hope you guys are all doing great. We're almost to the end of the week. It's been a Great week, I hope, for all of you. I know for me, it's been wonderful. And really, seriously, it has been. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go back in the bearded past with Zach. And today we're going to talk about the Battle of Baltimore 1814. Now, this had to do with the War of 1812, and what it was, the Battle of Baltimore. Basically, in the end, in the end, what the Battle of Baltimore ultimately gave us was the poem, The Defense of Fort McHenry, which was written by Francis Scott Key. Now, all of us, most of us know this poem was later used as the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner. Okay? So, there you go. That's how the Star-Spangled Banner originally was written. It was a poem based over this battle. Also, too, in 1862, you had the Battle of South Mountain. It was part of the Maryland campaign. And once again, this is Stonewall Jackson up in the Maryland area. This is actually part of the invasion of, this is part of Robert E. Lee's first drive into the North. And Maryland Battle of Antietam shortly came after this. But the Battle of South Mountain in Maryland was fought this day. And then in 1901, U.S. President William McKinley, he dies after being mortally wounded on September 6th by anarchist Leon Czolgosz, and is succeeded by Vice President Theodore Roosevelt. So he had been shot, obviously, the week before, and he succumbed to those wounds on this day, William McKinley. And then last but not least, we have 1954 is a top secret nuclear test. The Soviet Tu-4 bomber drops a 40 kiloton atomic weapon just north of Tuskoy Village. The Russians were really bad at not caring about their environment. I mean, most countries did not. They all had their individual spots. But if you want to do a little history on your own, look up places that have been used as test sites for nuclear weapons, and you will find out the real devastation of what those things can cause. Most of those places are still uninhabitable to this day, and it's amazing. And that's not just in Russia, that's in the United States. I mean, even Scotland and England, some of the islands up there were used for chemical warfare. Just insane amounts of stuff that these governments do. But yes, this was a huge test, and I believe at the time this might have been the strongest nuclear weapon that had been tested. So interesting stuff, scary, and not a world that I think a lot of us wanted to live in, but here we are. All right, guys, later, man.
All right, guys, very good. It has been a great week. We are cruising in. Tomorrow's Friday. It's going to be the halfway point for the month, which is crazy, but cool because we're getting closer to our, Oktoberfest and Halloween and our holiday fun, goodness, craziness, which is always enjoyable by everybody. Have a great Thursday, everybody. 1 o'clock, YouTube Live. Somebody's cooking something, Calamity Cooking Workshop. It's going to be tasty, as it always is. I missed out last week on the tasty like egg roll s'more that Gabrielle made. I missed out on it again, and I missed out on Veronica's smash tacos. I'm missing out on all the food around here. Gotta quit working so hard, something like that. All right, guys, have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, on the morning routine. Take care, everybody.